My name is Lester Langdon. Welcome to the weekly whine. We're going to have our weekly whine, and I get to whine and rant. This is my attack cat Garth. He got in a fight a couple of weeks ago with a raccoon, and the vet had to take 1.5 inches off his tail. And he really doesn't miss that 1.5 inches, but they stitched up, and he's growing hair now, so he's great. I had a client with an 80-unit apartment complex, and it was for sale. A buyer from San Antonio made an offer. We accepted it. It took 9 months to close the deal, and there were 5 amendments, and the seller was supposed to come to the table with $67,000. The buyer agreed to take up most of that, and the seller only had to come to the table with $10,000. One of the problems was that he originally had a loan, and he had revenue coming in from 80 apartments. Then, due to the City of Houston Metro Rail route, they wanted 15 feet from the street to take away one of the buildings, which was 19 units, which was going to leave him with 61 units. Of those, 20 were vacant because they had not been taken care of. I think it was because the seller was from California. He had promised 4 times to come in and remodel or rehab or make ready those 20 apartments which needed help. So we only had 41 operable and with leases. And so one of the problems was that he was about to go into foreclosure. The lender wanted all the money from the city to go to pay down principal, and therefore he was going to be getting, if he was all full, he was only going to be able to get 75% of the revenues that he had originally hoped he would get when he bought it with 80 apartments. And so he was in arrears, and fortunately we got the lender to accept the sale instead of foreclosing. And it was very difficult. Fortunately, the buyer's agent was very helpful in getting the buyer to accept $57,000 of the $67,000 that the seller was supposed to come to the table with. So the seller only had to come to the table with 10. So, you know, we're going to have another whine, W-H-I-N-E, next week. Maybe we should, since I really don't drink very much, maybe we should call it the weekly punch. This is fruit punch. Go to my website at texasrealestateadvisors.com. That's texasrealestateadvisors.com. Or come back to this blog at houstonius.com, houstonius.com, or call me on my cell phone at 281-236-8189. Oh yeah, when you go to the blog, be sure to make a comment and let us know if this should be the weekly punch or the weekly whine or the weekly rant, and check the box that says you want to receive posts in the future whenever we make an addition to this blog. Thanks a lot, and I think Garth is finished for the day.